Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a builder gel fill. Right now I have builder gel on my natural nails. These are my natural nail length, and I just have builder gel overlay on top. So what I'm going to do is walk you through how I fill my builder gel. So what you're going to see me do first is file off the top shiny layer of my builder gel. So I do have gel top coat over my builder gel, and that is what I am filing off. I'm going to go ahead and shape the sides and the tip, get that shape back that you want on your nails, while also filing all that shiny top coat off. Okay, so what I'm going to show you next is kind of the new growth that is coming from the base of my nail by my cuticle and where the builder gel has grown out to. So you're going to see a little ridge right there, and that's what we're going to kind of debulk to make it flush with the new growth, so that when we do this fill, everything will be seamless. So I'm going to do this to all of my nails. I'm just going to continue to remove the shiny top coat, reshape them, and kind of debulk up there towards the cuticle. Now that that shiny top coat is removed, I'm going to take a brush and wipe off all that excess filing dust. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, me personally, I like to clean up my cuticles with an e-file. I consider this a dry prep, so I'm not using any liquids or oils or moistures to prep my nails. I find that this helps the builder gel last a lot longer. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of going over where that existing builder gel is to make it flush with my natural nail, as well as I'm taking this bit and going up right underneath my cuticle. And this is going to allow me to be able to clip off any of the dead skin that is part of my cuticle. You really want to make sure you're removing this cuticle that you can't exactly see, but you're gonna want to do something similar to this rather than just pushing back with a cuticle pusher. This will help remove those cuticles rather than just pushing them back for them to grow back down. So I am using a drill to push my cuticles back. I'm going to get them all done the same way, and then you will see me use cuticle nippers to get off the excess cuticle. I feel like I have decently rough cuticles. I feel like they come back so quickly. There's people out there that are blessed with awesome cuticles. It's just not who I am. Mine grow a lot. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning up my cuticles, but this is what I do. I kind of go around each nail, and then you'll see me use the cuticle nippers here in just a little bit. So now I'm going to use this metal cuticle pusher to go ahead and push back those cuticles that the e-file did not fully take off. This is going to help lift them, so when I use my cuticle nippers here in just a moment, I will have an easy way to get rid of all of those dead cuticles. So I'm just going to be very cautious here. I've been using cuticle nippers for a very long time, so if you're new to them, just go slow. You'll be able to feel what's the dead skin and what is part of your living skin, so just be very careful. I just go around the whole cuticle here and just clip off all of that dead cuticle that we worked on. So I'm going to do that to all of my nails, and then we will continue on. Alright, so once those cuticles are removed, the next thing I'm going to do is take my cuticle nippers and remove any lifting from the prior builder gel that I already had on. So the lifting will kind of have a lighter colored appearance, and I'm just going to go around all my nails and just clip off anything that was lifting. This is going to be huge so that you do not get any moisture underneath that builder gel. So I had a lot here on my pinkies, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish that up. And then once we're done with all of that, we're technically done with our dry prep and we are ready to start the builder gel. So you're going to need the primer. This is going to help add a sticky layer. You're also going to need some lint-free wipes. All of this is through Ritzy Dips. I'll have everything linked down below. And then the builder gel color that I went with is transparent pink. And this is from the new colors that Ritzy Dips just launched. There's like 10 different colors out there. And then I'm also going to use gel base coat and gel top coat. And then at the end, I'm also going to show you how I use peel base on top of this. So I went ahead and applied the primer liquid to all of my nails. And the primer liquid is basically the consistency of rubbing alcohol. It just kind of leaves a nice sticky layer. And now what you're going to see me doing is applying gel base coat to the entire nail right on top of that primer. And once I'm done applying it to all of my nails, I am going to cure under a UV lamp with a minimum of 48 watts. And I'm going to cure for 30 to 60 seconds. Once I've cured that gel base layer, I'm going to go ahead and start with the builder gel. So builder gel is much thicker in consistency than the gel base. So on this first layer, I'm going to just do a thin layer on my entire nail. I'm kind of pushing it up into my cuticle, but I am not touching my skin. You definitely do not want to touch your skin with this so that we can avoid any gel allergies if possible. So on this first layer, I'm just doing a thin layer and I'm kind of just dragging down the product. Once I'm happy with it, you can do a flash cure really quick to kind of keep it in place as you move on to the next nail. You don't have to, depends how fast you work. But you could do a flash cure for 10 to 15 seconds if you wanted to in between each nail. You're also going to notice that I'm holding my nail downward, and that is going to help. The gravity with that will help the builder gel go down towards the tip of your nail versus flooding up into your cuticle. So I do keep my finger in a downward motion there to help with the gravity pulling the liquid down versus up into my cuticle. So that is a huge tip to avoid flooding your cuticle with builder gel. So as I finish all of those nails for the first layer, I am going to go ahead and do a full cure for 60 seconds under my UV lamp. I did cut down the time in this video, but I did do 60 seconds. And then for this first layer, this is kind of what we're looking like. Builder gel is super forgiving. It self-levels, and we will be filing and buffing here in just a moment. But I just wanted to show you, I still have a gap between my cuticle and where that builder gel starts. I still don't want to touch my skin, but I am going to try to move a little bit more product up underneath there. And then here in a moment, I'm going to show you, I have this little brush that I use to help get up into those cuticle areas as well. But I'm just going to do another layer and just really make sure that I am getting it all level the best I can. And then I'm going to take my cuticle, I don't know, this is like a nail art brush, and I'm just going to kind of move some of that wet product up to that cuticle line. So I'm not going to touch my skin the best that I can, but I'm going to try to move it up underneath that cuticle to give it a really good flush look to it. So it's going to bring it up as high as possible so that when it does grow out, it's not going to be as stark of a line, and you may get more wear out of it if you can push it up higher under that cuticle. Just really make sure not to touch your skin with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that one finger, and then I'm going to repeat that on the rest of my nails. Alright, so here are my nails after doing those 2 layers of builder gel and filling all the way up to my cuticle. It is still tacky right now, and it will be even after being cured. So what you're going to want to do is take some rubbing alcohol and one of those lint-free wipes, and you're just going to wipe off that sticky layer from the builder gel. This is going to allow us to start filing and buffing and shaping our nail without a bunch of sticky residue coming off. So this is really important. I do have a lot of people ask, like, it's not curing. I kept it under the light for 3 minutes. It is cured, but it will always have that sticky, tacky layer, and that is normal. So you just want to remove that before you start filing and buffing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I always reshape my nails. Builder gel is going to change the shape that you originally had, and that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it back to the shape that I want, which in this manicure I am doing a square shape. So I shaped up the sides and the tip of my nail, and then I am going to go across the top here with my 100/180 file, and I am going to smooth out the top, level it out, make sure that it is not super bulky and that it's all the same level. So that's what I'm going to do to all of these nails here. I'm going to shape them first to get them the shape I want, and then I'm going to buff up the top of the nail to make it all level, flush, looking good, and then we will go ahead and move on to the next step here in a little bit. Before we move on to finishing up this manicure, I do take this sponge file and go across all of the nails to really buff down to a really smooth surface. So once I've got all my filing and buffing done, I'm going to remove all that excess filing dust, and I'm going to wipe again with rubbing alcohol to make sure the nails are completely clean. And then what we're going to do is we are going to apply gel base coat. And the reason we're going to do gel base coat is because I am going to use a peel base on top of my builder gel to allow my dip manicure that I'll do after this to pop off easily. So to finish my builder gel, I'm going to do gel base coat, and then I'm going to do that on all of my nails, and I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds. And then we are going to do a gel top coat, and then we're going to cure the gel top coat for 30 seconds on all of our nails. And then you'll see me use the peel base at the end. That is optional if you don't want to change your manicure as often as I do. I change mine every couple of days, so I want to be able to pop off my manicure and keep this really pretty builder gel underneath. So that is why I'm doing these steps. If you wanted to completely skip the gel base and the gel top coat, you could, and just go ahead and start your manicure before all of this, and your manicure would last a really long time. The only problem is when you go to take that manicure off and you soak it off, you'll probably be soaking off some of this builder gel. But that is an alternative. This is just how I do it to prepare for the peel base. So I'm going to go ahead and cure the gel base, and then we're going to do gel top coat, and then we'll do the peel base. Alright, so this last step is optional if you are not wanting your manicure to pop off in a couple of days. I do, so I'm going to add 1 layer of peel base on my entire nail, and this is directly on top of a cured gel top coat, a no wipe gel top coat. I'm going to do 1 full layer. Even with this 1 full layer, which I'm using Ritzy dips, and I'll link it below, even with this full layer on top of builder gel, I can get my manicures to last 5 to 7 days, so up to a week or more, even with this peel base. And in a week, I can just pop off my dip manicure, and I still have this really pretty builder gel underneath. So that's what's been working for me, and that is what I am doing here. So after this peel base is on, you're going to let it dry for about 2 to 4 minutes before you start your manicure. So I hope this helped you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.